Alright, so here we have a triangular prism. Your triangular prism has two triangles, which are considered your bases, and it has three rectangles, the front slant, the back slant, and then the bottom. Alright, so we're going to find the surface area, and I'm going to start with triangles. So I have two of those. So the area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. So let's look at our triangle right here. The base of our triangle is 4. The height is 8. 6 is not the height. 6 is just the side measurement of your triangle right here. So we're going to do 8 times 4 and divide it by 2 because that's the area of a triangle. 8 times 4 is 32. 32 divided by 2 is 16. Now, keep in mind we have two triangles. So we need to do 16 times 2. I know it's kind of redundant because we just divided it by 2. But to keep in line with the formula, 16 times 2 is 32. So that counts both of my triangles. Alright. The next thing we're going to look at is this. Let's do the bottom. The bottom of our triangular prism down here. If you notice, it is 4 by 12. And this 4 kind of is supposed to slant back a little bit. So it's 4 times 12. So one rectangle is 4 times 12, which is 48. So we're going to box that in so we know that's one of them. Now we have two slants. We have the back slant and we have the front slant. So we're going to do this. And these are actually the same size. So then you have your back slant back here. Alright, so this side is what we're looking at. This is 6 because this is the same as this. Alright, so we have two of these. So 6 times 12. 6 times 12 is 72. Okay, now we're going to multiply that by 2 because we have two of those, which is 144. Now you need to add these three numbers up. So 32, 48 is 80. 80 plus 144 is 224. And if we said this was in inches, it would be inches squared because it is area. So 224 inches squared. Okay, now we're going to look at one other type of triangular prism. It's going to be shaped a little different than this. So give me a second to draw it. It may take me a second because I'm not the most perfect at drawing one of these. So we have our triangle. And then it kind of goes back. And it goes like this. Okay. So we're going to say this side is 5, this side is 3, this slant right here is going to be, let's say 6. And let's go with inches as well on this one. Alright, so if I was to draw this triangle in, you can kind of see it now a little bit more. And it does play tricks on your eyes, so you have to be careful. But if you notice, we still have two triangles. We have the triangle in the front and then the triangle in the back. So I always like to do my triangles first, since I have two of those, and that is what we consider our base, since it is a triangular prism. So we're going to do 5 times 3. And remember, we divide it by 2 because it's a triangle. So 5 times 3 is 15. And we're going to divide that by 2, which is 7.5. Now we have two of those. So 7.5 times 2 is 15. So we're kind of back to where we started on that one. Move this down here. All right, now let's look at the base. The base is right down here. And I think I left a number off. Yes, I did. I need to add a number here. Let's put a 2. So we're going to find, and I know it's not perfect, but it is a rectangle. So we're going to find the area of this rectangle. It is 3 times 2. And we only have one of those. All right. Then we have another rectangle that goes here. All right, it is 6 by 2. So this front is 6 by 2. So we have another rectangle that is 6 by 2. Okay, and it does help if you color in so you know what you have taken measurements of and what you haven't. All right, then we have one more rectangle that is back here. Can you see it right there? All right, and this one is going to be 5 times 2 because this 2 matches up to here. So 5 times 2. I'm going to draw it right here. 5 times 2. Now notice this time we have 4 numbers, okay? We have 2 triangles that are the same, but all 3 of my rectangles are different sizes. So we're going to add those 4 numbers. 10 times 15, or plus 15 is 25. Add these and we get 18. 6 plus 12 is 18. Then we're going to add these, so we're going to get 43 inches squared. All right. So that is how you find the surface area of both of your triangular prisms. And they're both triangular prisms, but they look different. So you just have to be very careful about what you are finding the area of.